Gavin, I'm going to choose my words carefully, but experienced campaigner that you are, what does this mean for your own game and just this whole re-innovation of the game of action sports within the Sandton setup?
Yeah, well, I think it's a good opportunity for myself to still play competitive cricket with a lot of the youngsters in my team, help grow their game, pass on the experience that I have gained over the years, and also just still test the skills out there and see if we still got it.
The next league fixture we take a look at is that of the game between PlasProTech and QualiPak Johannesburg. QualiPak had bats in hand first and sent Meyer and Rian in to get their season underway. They got off to the worst possible start as Rian was run out and -5 after 1 ball. But the two guys settled down somewhat after losing 2 more wickets in their opening 4 overs. They managed to post 13 runs. And if you consider that terrible start, they did well to consolidate their position somewhat. The second pair of batters in for QualiPak was that of Sean and Dylan. They tried to chase the rate from the word go, but things went horribly wrong as they were run out 3 deliveries in a row during the 5th over. And that -15 really killed their efforts. And when it was time for Sean and Dylan to leave the court at the end of the 8th over, they managed to reverse their team's total to -3. The pressure now moved squarely onto the shoulders of the following 4 batters if they were to post any score that they had a chance at defending. Next up for Team QualiPak was that of Ricky and Mike, but they hardly turned things round and also found themselves quickly losing wickets, and with that, their team went deeper and deeper into trouble. When these two left the court at the end of the 12th over, their team's score was looking like a nightmare, -7 and only 4 overs left to get themselves back into green numbers. Eddie and Graham walked out to bat knowing that if they measured their teammates' performance so far, they didn't really have anything to lose. Their main aim was just to get their team's total into the green, because posting a negative total in the first match of the league would not go down well with either the team or their sponsor. Eddie top scored for his team with a personal contribution of 13 runs, but his partner was done on -5. So they added 8 runs, and thus Team QualiPak Johannesburg managed to at least post a positive target. There's confirmation of that batting card. Not much to write home about, unfortunately, for the QualiPak guys, but they now had to take to the field to try and get a few positives from this, their first outing for the 2011 season.
Well, here at the Sandton Arena, they call it shark bait. We call it a break. We'll see you after this. We hope you've managed to slap something together in that break. Time to roll on with our show.
If you have just joined us, we find ourselves this month at the Sandton Action Sports Arena in Gauteng for the first round of the 2011 Premier League season. With 9 teams in the league, the guys will all get some wonderful game time over the next couple of months. But back to our second featured match on court here. Team QualiPak Johannesburg only managed to post 1 run in total after 16 overs, and now had to bowl and field and try to limit the damage. PlasProTech sent in Sylvester and Gavin as their openers, and they knew it was their job just to settle the nerves and get their team off to a solid start, and they did just that by scoring 18 runs of their allotted 4 overs. Next in, it was Atten Martin. Having already gone past the required target, they knew that -5 for every wicket could very quickly result in pressure. But even though they lost 3 wickets along the way, pair number 2 for PlasProTech added another 11 runs. The third batting pair for Team PlasProTech was that of Justin and Shane. These two started off solidly with 12 runs from the 9th over, but then lost their way somewhat as they too lost a few wickets during their next 3 overs. But both guys managed to contribute positive numbers, and their partnership of 18 runs elevated their team score to 47 with only 4 overs to go. When Bush and Vaughan walked out to the crease, they knew the game was safe and that they could just go and have some fun with their allotted 4 overs, and they did exactly that. The two guys not only top scored for the game, but Vaughan also managed to hit a maximum off Mike's bowling towards the end of the final over. They added another 29 runs, and as the match came to an end, PlasProTech ran out easy winners by 75 runs. There's confirmation of that result. Congratulations to Team PlasProTech for getting their Sandton Premier League season off to the perfect start.
Yeah, good start.
Yeah, it was a good start tonight. We gelled well as a team first up, and yeah, we look forward to the rest of the season.